Well, shout out to the beekeepers who produce honey, because definitely that is a whole lot harder than I anticipated. So, kudos to you guys, man, because if I'd had 2 or 4 mediums supers actually full of honey like I'd hoped to have, that'd be 40 frames, and I only did 4. And that was a great amount of fucking work. I even sweated. Definitely need to, I can see why they bolt these down. You got to bolt these down. I'll have all that next time. But you can see it. Let me get a better light maybe. But actually did a pretty good job. Not entirely perfect, but it was my first time. There is more honey down there than I thought there'd be, because this is only 4 frames. So I'm somewhat happy with that. And I've got a bunch of the capping stuff right there, which I'll strain that too. This one I worked really well, actually. I got all that out of there, which wasn't a hell of a lot though. But and the bees, when I get new bees, they'll get to reuse these. And I'm gonna clean this off. There's that propolis stuff that's right here. So, and right there, I'll clean all that. I've got a jar. I've been saving that. I'm not quite sure what to do with it, but they say it's excellent stuff. So I will try. But yeah, this was my first time, so definitely not saying to do it however I did it. I don't know. I just followed what I saw other people. But you can see there's a chunk of honey in there. I at least get a jar or 2. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not. This strainer this came with, which is called a bucket strainer, doesn't fit the bucket that I got, of course. I do have a metal bucket that would fit that I cook in. But then some people say don't use metal buckets because, honey is acidic. I don't know. I'm going to try a little bit with this mesh. We'll see if it works. If it don't, I don't know, because I am getting a metal strainer, but I don't have a metal strainer yet. I even got a thing that, a plastic thing that goes in the bucket where the frames sit in so you can scrape them down. That's actually in a contest for temu that I hope to win. So I'm probably still a couple months away from all that, which I didn't expect to be extracting honey until, what, July, August, September. But then the bees died because of the crazy weather we've had back and forth. They both were alive. They did make it through the winter. One hive that had always been weak because I'd lost a queen, though they did the queen cell, re-queened it. I let them do that all naturally. I just watched them. Yeah, neither one, even the strong hive. And the strong hive, when I cleaned it out, oh my God, there were tons of bees in it. But it kept getting 60 degrees and then dropping below 30 degrees, and then it just froze them and they died. There was no disease. I didn't see mites or any of the pest damage, larvae, wax moths or any. Didn't have anything like that. Didn't even really see any of the beetles and stuff, the hive beetles. But yeah, okay. Well, I'll attempt to start filtering this. I don't know if I should film this or not. It's probably gonna. And the other thing I've learned about honey is, oh my God, it's a sticky mess. I can see why a lot of people don't do this in their homes. I would not recommend. Anyway, let me get these apart. And then I've got to wash and sterilize everything after I'm done, of course. But I mean, as you can see, for my first time, I'm somewhat okay with that. I will, the upside, I was always wanting to get some honey from my bees. So, I mean, this is honey I produced. You can see where I missed just tiny bits. I'll leave those for the next hive of bees that I have to go buy, which they are not cheap, by the way. If somebody knows cheap bees, let me fucking know. Though I am getting what they call BSH, which are Verona resistant type of bees. They're kind of new. But yeah, I didn't do a bad job, I guess. It definitely seemed more daunting than it turned out to be, though it was much harder than the videos make it look, at least. Like I said, kudos to the men and women who do this for a living. I mean, it's no joke. It's definitely no joke. Let's see if this filter works. I don't like this filter, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not real happy with it. Not enough to actually go out the spout, so I will actually have to tilt this. Yeah, I don't know if I'm happy with that filter, but it's all I got right now. Let's make a mess. Let's make a mess. God damn it. I knew the minute I walked away to turn this off.